have any comment, please share it with me. But sit back, relax, and let's go into the show. It will be a blessing if I hear your voice in the show. God bless you.
Women of influence. The glory of the Lord shine on you. Arise, shine, for your light now has come. Women of influence, the glory of the Lord shine on you. Oh, the glory of the Lord shine on you.
Hello, family. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from, joining me this afternoon. Thank you so much. You want to take a seat, you want to relax, you want to take a break, maybe a lunch break with me, because guess what? Today's show is going to be a very, 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 very hot topic. Very hot topic. We are here to help one of our sisters who is confused about the situation. And yesterday I posted it, and I have a lot of you are giving your answers already. So I'm going to read those answers that you have given and the advice you have given. But before we go into it, you know what to do. You want to make sure that your friends are aware that we are here, and the topic, I want us to really go deep into this topic, so you know what to do to get people around us to know that we are here. But let me read the question that this sister asked, and we will see how much we can be able, you know, to help her. So she said, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 5 years. So you see, boyfriend, not, you know, like a husband. He just says that my boyfriend, so they are just boyfriend, girlfriend. That's the first highlight. Has been dating for 5 years from level 100, which, you know, in the university. So they started education together from level 100. And we had both made plans to pursue their masters in the States. And after national service, unfortunately, for him, though they were both admitted in a school in America, he was not able to get a visa. His visa wasn't approved. So now it's the lady visa that has been approved. So then she goes on. She's now saying that I must, not even, you know, have, it's a must. You must, you know. That's controlling spirit right there. You must get pregnant for him before I leave, to prove that I will come back to him. Okay? Yes, so that I will come back to him. I've been trying to explain to him that it won't help me coming to America for school with a baby in my belly. But he's not getting it. He says that, you know, you have to do it because that will prove that he loves her. That's very interesting. I have listen to what the lady is saying. I have made a lot of sacrifice for him. You don't make sacrifice for anybody who doesn't have ring on your finger. But she said, I have made a lot of sacrifice for him in our relationship. But I don't know if putting my education on hold for him is the right thing. So now let's get into the show. So she wants to know that did she have to put her education, you know, on hold just for this gentleman who is not really secure about whether she is going to come back, you know, or not. Okay, so that is the question here. So I want to throw it to you. Please, you can comment you can share your views on this thing, because I personally think that my number one, when I saw it, and guess what? This was sent to me. You know, this was sent to my my inbox, and they want woman of influence to talk about it. Like, okay, you know, so they know that we can help. That's why they brought it to our attention. So I pray that we'll be able to help. First thing, I think this talks about insecurity. I think the guy is not secure. Second, you guys are not married, so why are you sleeping together in the first place? So you came to me right there. I'm telling you, you are doing something that is wrong because you are not married. You are not even engaged. That's the whole thing. The guy haven't even gone to your father to ask permission, and he wants you to get pregnant for what? Put your education on hold, the sacrifice your parents have made and all those things, put it on hold just to make sure that he's fine. Okay, so those of you who are here, that is what we are talking about. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon. So we are talking about this young lady who the boyfriend is saying that he should put her education on hold just to make sure that when she comes to America, she will come back to him. So she's asking for our help. Okay, so let me read some of the answers that some of our sisters gave to her. But those of you who are joining me, please just go ahead and make sure that you put your question also in. I think it will help a lot. It will help a lot. So let's go. Lady Kwapon says that if this guy needs her to get pregnant to prove her love to him, then their relationship is not solid from the get-go. So Lady Kwapon is saying that if I have to be pregnant just to prove that I love you, then the relationship is not solid, okay? You don't sleep with people, especially singles out there, please. Don't sleep with people just to prove your love to anybody. You don't have to prove your love to anybody. If they don't think you love them, then sleeping with them will not make any difference. Sleeping with them will not make any difference. So don't go and be sleeping with people just because you want to prove your love to them. I don't think it's the best thing. Sometimes, you know, you hear a young boy saying that, oh, if you really, really love me, then prove your love to me, you know, kiss me, or let me sleep with you, or how can we get married? I have to try, you know, you are not a car. You are not a car that people have to try. Like if I want to buy a car, I go to the dealers and I tell them, let me try, you know, to see if the car is working or not. You ladies, you are not a car, so people cannot be trying you. So that is the whole thing. You are not a car. Nobody should try you. So that is what lady is saying. Then she says that she should be happy for her. So the guy should be happy for her, not trying to derail her with a pregnancy. It's not easy, okay? It's not easy to come to a foreign land like America. You don't know anybody. You don't have your parents here. You don't have any help. And to come here, you are coming on a student visa to school. And to come with a baby in your belly to be pregnant, who is going to help you? Who is going to help you? Okay? You don't have anybody. So in the first place, I don't even think you want to entertain that. So that is no. That is no. Then Lady Grace also said that you better run, girl. You better run. And I think I agree with that. You better run. His lady says that you better run. That boyfriend of yours is sick. Okay? That boyfriend of yours is sick, insecure. You see, insecure. By the way, you should not be having sex with somebody that you are not married to. So that's what Lady Grace is saying. The boy is insecure. He is sick. And you should not be having sex with him. And she thinks that it's really God who is delivering you. So God really wants to deliver you from this guy. God wants to deliver. God wants to deliver you from this guy. So make sure that you run from this guy. It's not good. So that is two of our sisters. Please, if you are here and you have any questions, you can share it with me. You can share it with me. I think it will be a blessing with somebody. Okay. So we have Lady Adelaide that says that, wait, he wants her to have a baby, but he is not going to be with her to carry this baby for 9 months alone. Yes, I mean, that's what he is suggesting. But where is the trust? Where is the trust? That's what our lady is asking. Where is the trust? Do you really trust this lady? How long have you been in a relationship with this guy? And why is he not trusting you? Why is he not trusting you? So how long have you been in a relationship and he is not trusting you? He is not believing you that when you come, you are not going to jump into another man. That's why he wants you to get pregnant. So right there you say that there is no trust. And let me tell you here, any relationship that have problem with trust is not going anywhere. Any relationship that have problem with trust is not going anywhere, because trust is the one that will help you to know that your husband travel, he's going to come home, without not going to sleep with anybody. Your husband tells you, I'm going to the grocery shop, and your heart is not panting. Your wife tells you, I'm going to the mall, and you think that they are going to meet somebody else. So trust is everything. So right here, this relationship that you have been in for, 5 years, and there is no solid trust, that he thinks that when you leave, you are not coming back. So right there, you notice that trust is broken. This 5 years, I don't know what you have been doing, but truly, there is no trust here, and it's not good. There is no trust, and it's not good. There is no trust, and it's not good. So Sister Precious also says that she should ask herself a question. Is this real love or controlling? Okay? Is it real love or controlling or infatuation? And which I personally think that there is infatuation here. This is not real love. Real love will be so happy for you. Okay? If this guy really loves you, is going to be very happy for you. That although I haven't get the visa, you have gotten the visa. Go. Just pursue your education. I will try again. Maybe God will help me next year. I can also get my visa and I will join you. But, so real love will support you. Real love will be happy, for you. Not to tell you to put your education on hold just to make him happy. You understand? So right here, we can even say that this is not real love. Okay, this is not real love here. That there is no real love here. There is no real love here. So I think you have to really think about exactly what you are doing. You have to really think about exactly what you are doing, because this is not real love. Somebody is here, one of our sisters is here, and she is saying that she has been there before. Okay? So she says that having been the only single person in America, trying to go to school and no help is very, very challenging. But she says that she was a victim. She got pregnant and nobody was there, by herself, working and trying to go to school in America wasn't easy. So for her, she's advising you, run away, run away, run away, run away. Yeah, run away. And Sister Lisa also have this to say. He said, a person that has your best interest at heart could not ask you to delay the blessings that God has presented to you, which it is a blessing. He could been there to encourage and support you, okay, because, you didn't make anything for him not to get a visa. But to put the opportunity God is giving you on hold just because of his insecurity is not good, because he's going to block this opportunity God is giving you. He's going to delay, he's going to block your blessing. So she thinks it's not advisable. Abigail says that, oh Jesus, she better continue her education. No woman should wait for a man. And Bishop Mercy says that, woman, move on and go to school. Otherwise, you will regret one day. So these are all some of the questions that have come. If you are watching me right now and you also want to contribute, please, you can just go ahead and contribute. Let me see some of the comments that are coming here, because this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense, but you could see that she knows woman of influence will be able to help, to put her life back on track. Personally, I would tell you, please don't do it. Don't do it. If we flip this thing around, and it happened to be, before I came into the show, I was talking to my producers and we were all talking and seeing, what is going on right here. If it happened to be a guy, the guy who have the visa, he will be gone without not even saying bye-bye to you. He will be gone without not saying bye-bye to you. You will not even see him. He will be gone. So you have to be wise here. You really, want to be wise here. Don't put your education on hold. Don't block the blessing God has for you just for this insecurity guy. Okay, so let me ask this question. So if you get pregnant and you are in America, so he thinks the pregnancy will not let another man, when he sees you, to say, I like you or whatever. I don't know. But I think the pregnancy will not even make any difference if you want to find another man. If you want to find another man, it won't make any difference. So the first question is don't do it. Okay. So there's another question here. What happened if he actually trusts her, but not? I didn't. Oh, okay. So he okay. So what happened if she trusts her but doesn't trust America? Okay. So I don't know, but you know, personally, me from Africa, I know that sometimes when we are back home, you know, and the opportunity come for you to travel, it's a huge thing. You know, it's a huge thing. It's a huge opportunity. Your mothers are going to be happy. Your uncles, everybody is happy because you are coming to America. Because for us back home, we don't have a lot of opportunities that, you know, is here. We don't have those opportunities back home. I mean, you know, COVID happened, and the president in America was thinking about their people and what we are going to eat, and, you know, housing and everybody. Things were happening. There was nothing happening in Africa. Actually, they were even increasing their taxes, and they were trying to take more money from the people. Okay, so it never happened in America. It never happened, okay, in Africa. But being said that, if somebody is so good to you, okay, for 5 years you guys have been in this relationship, and the lady says that she have sacrificed a lot, okay, for this relationship. She has sacrificed a lot, which I don't agree with that. You don't sacrifice for anybody that is not married to you. Okay, you don't, because it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. The relationship is not guaranteed. And that is what even this talk is going on, because it's not guaranteed. That's why this talk is going on. So if you have lived with her for 5 years, and now she's coming to America, so you think it's America that she's coming, that she's going to change? You know, although, I mean, when people come to America, we change. But if you trust somebody, you trust somebody. You know, if you trust somebody, you trust somebody. So I think the issue is not just, you know, the lady coming to America. I think the issue right here is the insecurity, not trusting, you know, this lady. And for me, I can even add being so selfish that you think she have to put her education. Because when she gets pregnant and she comes to America, how is she going to work? Okay, she's coming on student visa. So she will be in classroom pregnant. I mean, look at the inconvenience that is going to happen. And of course, when she comes and she's pregnant, it means she have to put the education on hold to have the baby, to even continue the education. So then why should he come even in the first place? So this thing is very selfish on the guy's end. I don't know about you. I mean, you are watching. Let me know. What do you think? But for me, that didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me. Okay, there's another question here. How can two people keep solid trust in a long-distance relationship? That's another thing, too. You know, that's another thing. So there is kind of things that sometimes happen, okay? And that's, you know, people, I have seen this. I've heard this. That, you know, people will be, even sometimes people are married in Ghana. They are married, 4, have children. And they will come to America and find somebody and says that they don't have anybody home. Oh, things happen. Things happen. They will leave their children and their wife and come and have another wife here. Actually, it happened in my own house. It happened in my family. My sister went through it. Okay, my sister have a baby with a man. They were married, leave my sister and came to America and have another wife with children. Yeah, so, I mean, it happened. It took him like what? How many years for him to come back and apologize and those foolishness and those things. So it happened, okay? So long-distance relationship and trust is not easy. It's not easy. And especially, you know, when people come here, things happen and a lot of things. But I always say this. The reason why, you know, a man will be faithful or a woman will be faithful is their fear of God. That is the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Because you can even stay with your husband or your wife in the same house and they will still not be faithful. So it's really not about the long distance. The whole thing is the fear of God. If people fear God, if your partner fear God, it's happy. Because the reason why they won't go and get another person is not just because you are the most beautiful, you are the most perfect, you are doing everything they want you to do. It's just because the fear of God will not allow them to go and do that. And that's why I advise, especially as singles, I advise us, let us be very careful. Okay, don't marry a man just because he has six-pack, just because he's handsome, just because he have everything together. Marry somebody with a character. Marry somebody who fear God. Because you cannot keep any man. You cannot keep any woman. You cannot. There is nothing that you can do to keep them. It's only God that can help them. And their fear to God will help them to sustain themselves. Okay, to sustain themselves. So you trying, to do all those things to keep, it's very hard. Okay, it's very hard. So although long distance things happen, but it's just not easy. It's just not easy. So at least I have another question here. Okay, I think it's the same thing that she posed, which I have read it already. If you have any question, Sister Precious said that, could he do it for her if it was on the other way around? I don't think so. Sister Precious, I don't think so. I think if it was the guy, he will be gone before even the lady think about anything. He won't even say, I'm leaving. Okay, so surely if it was the other way around, I don't think that he will even stay and say anything to her. He won't stay. So Sister Amata is saying that that true work in the hospital, especially to teach exchange program, that was a common situation. I mean, it works. This thing happened. A lot of people, I have heard a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people who came from Africa to America. They have their family. They were dating somebody. They were courting somebody. They have engaged somebody. And they get to America and they went around and they will go and find another lady. Then they will write a long letter to you back home telling you, I am so sorry, that and that. You now find your way. I mean, I have seen people going mental because of that. I've seen people who waited for years. Some of them waited for 5 years, 10 years. Then finally, he came and tell you, I am so sorry, I wasted your time. Go and find somebody. So it happened, but what can we do? Okay, so Sister Amate says that, I totally agree. He is selfish. Yeah, he is. Personal experience, run after her education. Yeah, so I mean, this thing is kind of more selfish to me than anything, because at the end of the day, you want the girl to be able to find her own, her own way, and just not trusting her. I don't know. No, I really I don't know. So I think the most advice that woman of influence, you send it to us, that we can give to you, please don't cancel your education. Don't put your education on hold. You want to go ahead, go ahead. If you really also love this guy, that you think you have a future together, I will not advise you to be sleeping with him. That is no. You are not married, you are not engaged. Why are you sleeping together? So that right there is no. Don't sleep with anybody. And it goes to our single sisters, please. Don't sleep, because one trust is broken. How can you be sleeping with somebody for 5 years and he doesn't trust you? That's sad. That is very sad. But guess what? The way you are sleeping with him without engagement, without not married. That's the same way he's thinking you will go and sleep with somebody. So you see, it come back and hurts you. He's not trusting you because you gave yourself to him and having sex without not, sacrificing anything for you, without not taking you to your parents, to do the right thing, court, to get married, ring to put on your finger. You haven't done anything. You are just losing yourself sleeping with him. So he don't trust you because he knows you will go and do it with somebody else. And that's the issue. He knows you will go and do with somebody else. So the advice here is those of you who are not in, please hold yourself. You don't have to sleep with a man to prove to him that you love him. I don't think so. You don't have to sleep with a man to prove to him that you love him. No. And nobody, you are not a car to be testing around either. Sometimes when as a pastor, as a leader, when you are counseling people and you are talking to them about not sleeping together, sometimes they think, oh, you are too religious and you are too this. In our days, people don't wait. What is true, and it will always be true. What is right, and it will always be right. Whether it's old age, for you not to sleep with a man before you get married, or it's a new age, the word of God is true. And in my sitting here, most of the things that, that have come challenging with couples when they get married, and you see sometimes the trust issue comes in. You go to the bottom and they slept together. So now the guy says, I'm going to work, and the lady is thinking, what is he doing out there? The lady says, oh, I'm going to the mall, and the guy is thinking, what is she going to do out there? Because the trust is broken. Trust is very, very important in your relationship. Okay? In your relationship, trust is very, very important. There is no way I will pick my husband's phone, just to check who he's texting or who he's talking to. I don't. Actually, when even his phone is ringing, sometimes I don't even pick it, because what happens when I pick it, I forget to tell him the message. So long time ago, I decided not to pick his phone again. Let it go to voicemail. So if he's in the bathroom and his phone is ringing, I don't pick it. It rings, it goes to a voicemail. When he comes, he answers it. Because I'm not responsible for message left with me and I will forget. Then he met the person said, oh, I called your phone and your wife picked it, and I said it. Oh, she didn't tell me. I'm not going to deal with that. So no phone call picking for me. I'm not his secretary. But I'm so secure with my husband. I don't have to check his phone. I trust my husband. So I don't have to check his phone. I don't have to check who is texting, who is talking to, whatever. I'm not. I know a lot of first ladies, pastors' wives that have fight with every lady in the church because of their husband. So, but you ask yourself, what did they do before she became first lady? That is what is coming up now. Because they did what they were not supposed to do. Now, when the husband is having a counsel with a lady, she's thinking, otherwise. Instead of praying for the husband, she's thinking otherwise. So trust is very important. Trust is very important. And we cannot, let go of trust. So, those of you who are not in now, make sure that you are doing the right thing. Just make sure you are doing the right thing, and it will go a long way to help you. as Sister Lisa said, God's standard is not changed. You as individual can compromise God's standard. It will not work for you. Okay? So God's standard doesn't change. And I love it. Yes, God's standard doesn't change. Okay, God's standard doesn't change. But guess what? If you compromise your stand, it come back and hurt you. It come back and hurt you. And me as a leader, when those challenges come and you have to go back to try to build trust now, sometimes it's so sad. And I'm like, if you have obeyed in the first place, if you have not compromised in the first place, if you have done the right thing in the first place, we won't be here. We won't be here. We are not smarter than God. We are not smarter than God. You know, we are not smarter than God. So the standard of God will not change. If you stand on it, it will help you a long way. Marriage is not going in and out. It's a journey. Okay, it's a journey. It will go through a lot of phases. I mean, I have been on this journey for 21 days. We have gone through a lot of phases. We have gone through a lot of phases. I'm in a point now that I travel for ministry without my husband. My husband travels a lot for ministry without me. So if we don't trust each other, when I'm away, what is going through in his mind? When he's away, what is going through my mind? I don't think if we don't trust each other, we will be here after 21 years. We won't be here. So do what God says you should do, and you will not regret. But if you don't do it, it will come back and hurt you. It will come back and hurt you. Sister Precious says that if the relationship does not work out for that another spirit, you put that. Thank God, yeah, because I mean I don't even know what are you going to. So at the end of it, let me put it this way, because Sister Precious has brought a nice question here. If you guys has been living for 5 years, okay, he wants you to get pregnant. Let me say, okay, you get pregnant. You are in America. Now, at the end of it, if the relationship does not work, then what happens? If you come to America and the relationship does not work, then what happens? Who loses? You have brought an innocent child in your foolishness. Okay? So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We have another question here. Should young adults be in a relationship, or should you be selfish and think of yourself? Okay, should young adults be in a relationship, or should you be selfish and think about yourself? Personally, I think if you are not ready to be in a relationship, please, just don't go in. Okay? Don't go in. You know, one of the things that I keep on asking my son, you know, my daughter, are you ready? Are you ready now? Because if you are not ready, then you go in with a lot of temptations. You know, I remember I told my son, you say you're going to do medicine. You have a long way to go, boy. You have a long way to go. If not even in college and you want to have a girlfriend in high school, how long are you guys going to have boyfriend, girlfriend with all this temptation? Then you go to college for how many years? Then you go to medical school for how many years? Why do you want to do that? You understand? I mean, you can be friends. It's good as young adults. Have a very good relationship with opposite sex, because at the end of the day, when you finish education and you finish everything, it's your friends. You normally get married to your friends, you know, your schoolmates, the people that you are hanging around, and all those things. So having a solid, you know, relationship with your schoolmates, you know, with your classmates and those things is good. There's nothing wrong with it. But when those boyfriend, girlfriend comes in, kiss me here, hold me here comes in, that is where it go where? And you do what you are not supposed to do. You go and destroy somebody. I tell my son, you go and destroy somebody's daughter, education. Because guess what? The sad aspect is the boys will always can go. So he gets you pregnant. Guess what? He will go and finish his education. It's you who have to stop, drop, and have the baby, take care of the baby before, if you want to continue, to continue. But the sad aspect is, if the relationship does not work, who lose? You as a lady. You lose big time. You wasted your time, you wasted your years, and you brought an innocent child in the middle of it. This guy will be God. Sometimes the way the guys run, because you are a victim, they just jump into another, one, and go and make their life also another victim and just be jumping. So be wise, okay? You just want to be wise. Okay, we have another question here. Be wise. Just be wise. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Mom says that when you play too hard to get, the man values, trust, and respect you the more. So that's what Mama Caroline is saying, and which is good. I remember my mother giving me that advice. Don't cheapen yourself to any man. Okay? Let them know that you are very, expensive. If they cannot afford you, it means they can't take care of you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My husband will tell you, our first date, where he took me, actually convinced me that he can afford me. I think where he took me make my mind that this guy is serious. Because that time, the class that I was working in, you cannot impress me with corner store, Madonna's, and no. He couldn't have impressed me. He couldn't have impressed me taking me to Madonna's or taking me to a corner chop bar somewhere. No way. He could not have impressed me. And I think that where he took me make a huge impression because of the class that I was in. Okay? So you set your class, and if they can afford, let them come and get it. If they can't afford it, then they can't handle you. Because a man have to value you. A man have to value you. A man have to respect you. And people can only respect how you carry yourself. People can only respect you how you value yourself. If you yourself, you don't value yourself, you don't respect yourself, it will be very hard for a man to come and respect you. So you set your own standard, okay? Nobody can set a standard for you. You set your own standard. The way you carry yourself, the way you behave, the way you see yourself will also let people respect you, value you, and see you in a certain way. In a certain way. My mother used to advise us, when you are going to the doctor's office, when you are going to the lawyer's office, accountant, those professionals. He said that when you are going to their office, make sure that you dress very good, smart, especially at the doctor's office. Because once they see you, they know you can afford the medicine they're going to write for you. So if you go there, like you can't even afford Tylenol, they won't prescribe any, hard medicine for you because they will think that you can't afford it. Okay, so the way you carry yourself is very, very important. As a lady, the way you carry yourself is very important. It will make people respect you. Abigail says that, but how live together if ye are not married? I know, I've been saying that. And get pregnant. I know, and coming to America, like sis, you can do better than that. I know, you are not married, so you are not even supposed to live together. And getting pregnant on top of it, that is no. So Abigail says that, be selfish and focus on yourself. So now, Abigail, is saying that maybe you are feeling guilty. Don't feel guilty. I think that's what is going on here. Or TJ, what do you think? I think that's what is going on here. You think you are feeling guilty. You don't have to feel guilty. You haven't done anything. It's not you who didn't give the visa to him. You know, it's just his lack. So don't feel guilty. So concentrate on yourself. Focus on your own self. It's very important. Focus on your own self. You know, Mom is saying that trust and respect is very important. So trust and respect. Okay? Trust and respect. Okay, I have Portia. Portia is saying something here. Let me read what Portia is saying. Portia said, how could you want to get pregnant when you are coming to a whole different country to study? That's the question. You know, you haven't been in America before. You don't have an auntie here. You don't have a mother here. You are coming on a student visa. I mean, is this guy mental? How could you ask you to get pregnant? You know, that's what Portia is saying. How could you? How do you take care of the baby alone? That's what Portia is asking. How can you take, because she just have baby. She know how hard it is to have baby. It's not. So how can you take care of the baby alone? That's the first thing. And study at the same time. That's the second one she's asking. So having a baby, taking care of the baby, and study at the same time. He is basically telling you to ruin your life just because he did not get that opportunity. That is a wicked man. I like that. Yes, I think so. That's a wicked man. He just wants you to ruin, because there's no way you will come here, you know, and have help, okay? You don't have any siblings or you don't have anybody here, and being pregnant and going to school at the same time. I don't know how he wants you to do that. So please don't do that. Don't do that. Abigail have another one. He said that from a young adult, ask for me, please focus on yourself, you know, and figure out yourself first before you decide to be with somebody's son, which I think is very, very important. You focus on yourself. You know, don't sit there and say that, oh, I'm waiting for Mr. Right. Mr. Right is also looking for Miss Right. So be right for yourself. Go to that school. Do that course. Improve yourself. Start that business. Do something for yourself as a lady. When the man comes and add whatever he have, it's a bonus. Okay? So improve yourself. Go to school. Don't sit there waiting for a man to come and take you to school. Don't sit there waiting for a man to come and sponsor you to start a business. Don't sit there waiting for a man to come and do anything for you. Do everything for yourself. Go to school for yourself. Improve yourself. Educate yourself. You know, value yourself. Respect yourself. Then when you meet a man, whatever they bring is a bonus to what you have. That is what makes the two of you build a strong relationship. Okay? That's what makes the two of you build a very, very strong relationship. So don't sit down there waiting for others, you know, to come and make you you. You know, you are sitting down, you are not going to school, you are not doing a business, you are not doing anything, and you are there praying, you know, fasting and praying, God bring me my Boaz, God bring me my Mr. Right. They are not coming. No Mr. Right is coming. No Mr. Boaz is coming. Improve yourself. Because if you don't improve yourself, you're going to give them a lot of issues. If you don't respect yourself, you're going to give them a lot of issues. If you don't value yourself, you're going to give them a lot of issues. So that is some other things that you have to do. Okay? So, I mean, you really want to improve yourself. Often a time in a relationship, due to insecurity, and other person does not want you to what you feel suppress them. Yeah, so it's insecurity here. You know, almost everybody that is talking about this thing that you brought to our attention so that we can help you you can see that the bottom line here is insecurity, okay? He doesn't trust you. He's not secure in his own skin. So you have to be very careful. Abigail said, period. Say it again. Yeah. Concentrate on yourself is a key word. Yourself. Concentrate on yourself and improve yourself. So you are single here. You are not married. Please concentrate on yourself. You are a married woman here. Please do something. Do something. Don't put all the burden on your husband. Improve yourself. Some of us can go back to school. Just go and do it. You can start a business, on the side, to help manage the home. Just do it. Do something for yourself so that when the two of you come together, it's stronger and stronger, and the burden is not just on one person. Is very important. Abigail, a man will tell you anything just to get your mind and talk talk is cheap. Young women, please value yourself. Oh yeah, talk is cheap. They can even tell you they will bring a ship, to your doorsteps, and you know that there's no sea on your doorstep. So if they say they're bringing a ship to your doorstep, that's a cheap talk. No, everybody can talk. Talk is cheap. It's action. Action is everything, but talk is cheap. But action is everything. So I hope we have been able to help you here. I hope we have been able to help you here. And there's a lot of lessons that we have learned in this show that I hope each one of us that joined, you two have really, thank you for all your contribution. And you two actually have also really learned something out of it. Don't put your life on hold. Don't put your education on hold. Don't destroy the opportunity. God have given you the blessing. God have given you the door. God have given you just because of insecure boyfriend. Not even insecure husband. If it's insecure husband, if you have told me that it's your husband, the discussion would have been better. But just a boyfriend, and you have to throw everything out just to make him happy. Personally, I don't think you want to do that. So please, I hope that you will listen and continue your education, okay? Continue your education, come and have your masters, and trust that, the future will be, will be good, and as you come, God will help you. And if next year he's also have the opportunity to have the visa for you guys to be here and do the right thing, we will thank God for that. But please don't put anything on hold just because he couldn't get a visa. So come and do your masters, and a woman of influence will pray for you that you will succeed. But thank everybody that contributed. Thank for all the questions that came on my inbox. If you are watching, okay, and you have a topic like this and you want woman of influence to help you, to discuss it, just inbox me. Your name is not going to be mentioned, so nobody will know it's you. But we are going to bring it on board and here for our wisdom, and wise sisters on women of influence to help each other, because that's the show. The show is to empower, encourage, inspire, and to help each other. Okay, so if you have any topic like this that you want us to talk about, please just inbox me, Victoria Creppy, Woman of Influence, and subscribe to our YouTube page. Okay, so when we are, you will have notification to be joining us. But thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. God bless you. And next month, September, is a very, very, very good month. I'm excited about the month of September. I have a woman of God coming from England, to join us next week as we sit down and talk about the season that we are in and what God have for us. We have just 4 months. You know that. September come, we have just 4 months for the year to end. And I'm trusting God that whatever God has said for our year 2020 will come to pass. So thank you once again. God bless you. And just go out there and be a wonderful influencer in somebody's life. God bless you. I'll see you same time next week, Tuesday at 12. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you for taking time out to join us today. We pray that today's discussion will encourage and help you moving forward as a man or woman of influence. We look forward to seeing you next week as we explore another topic of interest. The preceding program is sponsored by the partners and friends of Women of Influence and Grace Place TV. For more information on the Women of Influence show, please visit our website at www.womenofinf.com or follow us on our various social media platforms. You can watch our past episodes on our Women of Influence YouTube channel. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If you have a question, comment, inquiry, or testimony, we would like to hear from you. Feel free to email us. This show will not be possible without the support of viewers like you. If you would like to partner with us or donate to the Women of Influence show, you may do so by any of the provided mediums. Thank you.
Women of influence. The glory of the Lord shine on you.